Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Coffee with Craig. I very much appreciate you guys tuning in. Please make it a point to like and share this video feed so that your friends can join into the conversation. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. For those of you who do not know, this is the season. You know, from this point heading through until probably about the end of August, those legislatures that are actually in session are going to be taking up a lot of stuff. So please make it a point, like our Facebook page, follow us on our Facebook page so that you can know what's going on from state to state, even in D.C., so that you can be engaged in the fight for our constitutional right to keep and bear arms. Also, as a part of that fight, please support us financially. Join FPC at joinfpc.org, and also help us out by, buying some of our swag. FPCgear.com is up. It's up and running. There's some very cool T-shirts that are there. These are just a few of the newest designs that we have available. So go there, check them out, see if there's something that might tickle your fancy, and know that the contribution that you make, the proceeds that come from these T-shirt sales, will also go to support your right to keep and bear arms. It goes right back into the fight that we wage here at the Firearms Policy Coalition. So please support us by supporting FPCgear.com. All right, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and one of the states that has seen probably one of the most drastic changes in terms of an onslaught when it comes to the constitutional right to keep and bear arms is the state of New Jersey. The state of New Jersey, the legislature has been, probably rabidly anti-gun for a while, but there's been a change, and the change is that Governor Chris Christie, who wasn't perfect on the Second Amendment, but he was a strong advocate. He was at least someone who vetoed a lot of really bad anti-gun stuff, a lot of stuff that really would have gone against our civil rights. And now we're seeing right there in New Jersey, we're seeing a massive attack on the constitutional right to keep and bear arms. Here's just a little taste of what's been going on there in legislative testimony there in the state of New Jersey.
Our country, having just 4% of the population of the world, holds 42% of the guns that are privately held. That's just extraordinary.
We're going to clarify our law so that this is crystal clear that this legislature does not intend to legalize the concealed carry law here in New Jersey. The argument that if more people carried a weapon, our communities would be safer is, in my opinion, not a way to fix this epidemic.
Good morning. My name is Lawrence Branco. I'm a lifelong New Jersey resident. Up until 2 years ago from Hudson County. I'm in Ocean County now. I'm opposed to each and every one of these bills because every one of them violates my rights under the Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Bill of Rights. Just happens the other night, I happened to be watching television, saw a movie called Tale of Two Cities. The French Revolution, the time in history when somebody could go down to the local magistrate, swear out a warrant for their neighbor, and that guy winds up, his name was Citizen Darnay, in the Bastille. I feel it alarming that some of the provisions written into specifically 1187 should come out of learned people like yourselves.
I think that common sense tells us that if assault weapons are the weapon of choice for these mass shooters over and over, why don't we ban assault weapons, as New Jersey has had a ban for many, many years?
The following is a list of shootings that have taken place on school grounds in the United States from January 1st to February 16th. It's heartbreaking. January 3rd, St. John's, Michigan. January 4th, Seattle, Washington. January 10th, Sierra Vista, Arizona. January 10th, San Bernardino, California. January 10th, Denison, Texas. January 15th, Marshall, Texas. January 20th.
So as you can see there, you know, once again, there's a full onslaught. And the residents there, the citizens there in the state of New Jersey, they're feeling it. They're recognizing the challenges, and the anti-gunners, the people who want to take away the constitutional right to keep and bear arms, they feel particularly emboldened by the new governor, Phil Murphy. Here's just some of the things that he's already done. One of these things he's done is he's reversed the effort by former governor to loosen the definition of what is called, what they call it, justifiable need, meaning, or good cause, meaning that one of the things that they use here in the state of California, in many counties and many jurisdictions, in order to keep people from being able to keep and bear arms, or being able to conceal carry, is in essence, well, for many of them, with the good cause, there is no such thing as good cause. There have been people who are under imminent threat, who have been denied concealed carry permits in some jurisdictions in the state of California. There are individuals who literally, unless you are being robbed or shot at the very moment you are requesting your concealed carry permit, there is no such thing as good cause in their eyes. They're joining a consortium of a bunch of other states that are putting together anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment research that they're going to be doing there in those various states. They've also introduced in the state legislature, they've introduced legislation that would create gun violence restraining orders or extreme risk protection orders, allowing individuals to be able to hold ex parte hearings and have the rights of individuals taken away without them being able to face their accuser, having their firearms taken away. They would mandate. They're also introducing legislation once again that would, under law, not just under regulation, but under law, would change what the definition of justifiable need is. Once again, making it so that, as you saw that one legislator just say, they want to make it so that concealed carry is illegal in the state of New Jersey. They do not want anyone, whether it's justifiable or not, they don't want anyone to be able to conceal carry. They want to ban, quote unquote, armor-piercing ammunition, which, by the way, they really don't know what armor-piercing ammunition is. But you know, they want to ban certain types of ammunition. They also want to ban firearms or magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. Those are just. Then they've also got they've got their own version of the ghost gun bill. I mean, we're talking. All of these things are happening right now in the state of New Jersey. Folks, it's important that if you are in New Jersey, that you are waking up and you are paying attention. And if you're not in the state of New Jersey, it's important that you're working with the folks in the state of New Jersey, just like we encourage you to work in the state of California. Look, civil rights don't have borders. So we need to be active in states, even if it's not our state. We need to be active in jurisdictions, even if it's not our jurisdiction. Once again, fighting for the right to keep and bear arms of our brothers and sisters. Because if we're not, well, let's just be honest. If we're not there for them, then how can we expect them to be there for us in our time of need? And one thing it's really cool to see, it is good to see, that the people of New Jersey are coming together and they are fighting and they are standing up for their rights.
We're the ones who are voting. We're the ones who are making a difference. We're out there. I knocked on over 2,000 doors myself. We made tens of thousands of phone calls for our legislators. We need you guys to be doing the same thing.
It's ideal that we're here at the War Memorial, which commemorates all of those men and women who have come before us and died for those rights. Died for those rights, but a lot of these young people today seem to be forgetting that. A lot of Americans seem to be forgetting about the blood and toil that went into the advancement and the defense of our liberties. That's why it is so critical that we're here today. Over the last 20 years, we have seen this horrific school violence. And it's particularly important to me because my own wife is a school teacher. And for 37 years, I spent most of her time in a classroom. The vulnerability of those classrooms disturbs me. It was 20 years ago that we saw that horrific Columbine massacre. That violence that drove that massacre, that done all these school violence carried out by criminals or people who have violated gun laws, not by NRA members, not by proud gun owners, legal gun owners, but by criminals. And even President Bill Clinton, think about this, President Bill Clinton recognized there was a problem. So Clinton started asking questions. I don't find myself agreeing with Bill Clinton very often. But after Columbine, Clinton paid attention to a series of reports by psychologists and institutions that said the violence coming out of Hollywood, the violence coming out of Hollywood and the...
See, the thing I'm hoping you guys see here is the number of people that were there in that crowd. It's important that we not just gather. It's important. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for rallies. If you want to do a rally, that's great. But what you've also got to be doing is you've got to be calling legislators. You've got to be, right now, folks, it's election season right now. It's election season in New Jersey. There are state legislators running for office right now. There are city councilmen running for re-election right now. There are statewide officials running for office right now. And we need to be finding out where they stand on the Second Amendment. We need to be looking at the votes that they are taking right now. And for those of you who think that because you have a Republican representing you, let me just tell you that that you're good. Let me just tell you right now, I've been going through some of the voting numbers here, even in the state of California, and I can just tell you right now, just because they are Republican, do not assume that they are pro-gun. And just because they tell you they are pro-Second Amendment doesn't mean they are pro-gun. Trust me, I've seen the numbers. I know that there are Republicans out there who are not voting right. And we all know that there are Democrats out there who are not voting right. So, folks, it's time that we get engaged. It's time that we help the folks there in New Jersey. And it's time that we help ourselves. It's time that we're active and engaged in this, whatever state that we are in, that we're active and engaged in the fight, that we're paying attention to what's going on. That's one of the reasons we tell you guys a lot of these stories, why we do coffee and whatnot, because we want you to see what's going on in the various different states and know who's doing what so that you can at least have some sort of an idea who's worth supporting when it comes to your constitutional right to keep and bear arms. Folks, let's be active. Let's be engaged. They're dealing with some tough times there in New Jersey. Let's be there to support them in the fight for their constitutional right to keep and bear arms. That's going to be it for today's Coffee with Craig. I thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part in the fight for our civil rights. Remember, we got to use them or we're going to lose them. You guys take care.
If you like our videos, follow, subscribe, like, and share.